It's attached with some really heavy-duty, like aerospace type of adhesive to the magnetic strip. The magnetic strips roll down on this various metal rail system, and they create a code-compliant smoke block, all right, from top to bottom, side to side. Let's just say that, let's say somebody was in there, okay? The alarm goes off, you got the strobes blinking, you got the and I'll use myself. I know if I was in there and I know about this, anxiety level would probably peak after about 2 seconds of hearing that. The door opens and I'm faced with this plastic screen that looks like something from Apollo 11, right, from the 1960s. Well, they can push. You'll notice when that screen was down, there was like a triangle that says push here. But if they're freaking out so much and they, they're just foaming at the mouth, if they just walk through it, push that, it's okay. I mean, the system's going to attempt to at least make it right. And if it can't, it's going to stop. Where say it gets up there and it's crooked, it's going to stop. Call us, okay? Because we would want to come out and we'd want to adjust those Kevlar cables, unwind everything, and reset it. The chances of it happening are slim, but it could happen. The other thing, hospital setting. Just like these fire doors that are mag release, you never want anything blocking those, just like you don't want anything blocking these rails. Holiday time's a specialty thing, right? We get the antique table, the Christmas trees, the fake presents. We don't want it around the elevator, all right? We just don't want it. You can have it somewhere, but if you put it here, it's going to end up here. If the potted plant's over there, it's going to end up here. You don't want anything blocking those rails, because if the fire marshal comes in, he or she's going to cite you on that, all right? And we don't want you to get in trouble for stuff like that. And then last but not least, we never want to paint these rails. We always want to have them be, the actual metal, ferrous metal, so the magnetic strips stick to it, and that complies with the code, all right? Thoughts, comments, questions on anything so far? You guys are too easy. These units are semi-annual for the PM on these because they're a life safety device. So Maxon, and is it Steve, sent it to you, just the PM? Okay.
I do have a question.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Your company has been taking care of the rest of ours.
Yes, sir.
When the new elevators get renovated, maybe you may not know the answer. Are those that were renovated too?
Yeah, those old ones coming out.
You're getting all new ones.
All new ones, okay.
Yeah, and you'll have them on the first floor as well. I think right now there aren't any on the first floor.
No, they're not.
They'll be on the first floor as well.
Okay.
It'll be ground floor is the recall for all of them. So that's the only floor that will have them.
You know if elevator 1 is done, the other is done too?
That's we're not redoing that one.
Okay, so there's 6 and 7, 8 and 9.
9 and 10.
9,
7,
10,
9, 10.
9, 10 is. Okay.
And that was a good question, Stephen, and I didn't know, so I appreciate you jumping in there. And there are going to be probably locations throughout the hospital where there are elevators that open and there are no smoke guards. And there's a reason for that. Most likely it has something to do with the architectural layout of that particular lobby area that it's egressing to. Lots of times when you have these here, you don't see this. But because of what this is, they doubled it up, all right? But that was a good question. Let me see. Was there anything else I wanted to mention? Yes. So you all have the automatic door closures on this, where the lower end model, if they deploy and then they go back up, the trap door just swings and stays open. And the facilities group has to go around and close all this. However, that being said, if you guys are on your walkthrough, or one of the doctors or nurses, or anybody, yep, good. Come on through. You're good. No, you're fine. If at any point in time you guys find in your walkthroughs that one of these doors is not shut, that is a visual cue for you to do what? okay? Because it's probably something really simple. Like I did a post install inspection yesterday, just out in Raleigh at a place, prior to the owner training. And out of all the units, 2 of them, the doors wouldn't shut all the way. All it was a simple little adjustment of the limit switch lever arm up there. But because the spindle was hanging down about 2 inches, the door wouldn't shut. So I adjust that and it goes back up. So, but it's an easy thing. But you're better off catching it right away. And that's one of the reasons why I would highly recommend that if on a monthly basis you walk around with a check sheet, just say, hey, floor 3, elevator left, elevator right, whatever you call them, push the button, drop it, put it back up. And you're doing a couple of things. You're exercising the spindle. So you're killing the power, the spindle rolls down, and it releases all that pent-up energy, right? And it gets it a chance to just, even if it's for a minute, because think about it, that unit's on 7 days a week, 365, right? All the time. And it's always sniffing. And to just break it loose a little bit and let it relax and then bring it back up. And if you notice something's not right, that's the time to catch up, right? Call us. Chances are our guys could fix that probably without anything major. Oh, no, you're fine. You're fine. That is pretty much it. You guys have thoughts, comments, questions? I hope I didn't go too fast. Good.
Would you know the address for each of these devices?
I don't, because that's set by the hospital. I mean,
Who would I get that from?
when you say address, you mean location?
Yeah. There's a device that, let's say we get a fire alarm and we can't get it reset. We have an issue trying to locate where to find this device location.
The access panel, wherever that is, that these are all tied into, should have some sort of a little blinking light that's going to tell you right where it is. So wherever that access box, if it's at the, I don't know if it's
It's
at
in the Fire Alarm Control Center.
yeah,
That was downstairs in the fire alarm?
yeah.
Do the smoke curtains have a unique device number, or will this,
It
this
should be
one
that
just
device
be?
right there.
That device
It would be the smoke. It would be the smoke
smoke
head.
It's going to be the smoke. It's going to be the
The
smoke
smoke
head.
head activates it, so
Right, so that'll
would be
go
the
off.
device number there.
So that's
Yeah.
going to be the device number. But to answer your question, that is going to be what you're going to go off of.
Okay.
What we are going to go off of, though, is you're going to say, hey, we got an issue on the 3rd floor, that unit on the left side is giving us an issue, or it's not working at all, right? So we're going to come up. And I'll share this because it's a good question. So when I was doing my inspection yesterday, down at the senior living facility that I was at, I went through 12 units to do inspection to make sure they were all installed correctly. And I wrote down detailed information for every single unit. I wrote down the screen identification number, I wrote down the housing number, I wrote down the viscous damper seal number. I collected a lot of data and a lot of pictures for every single one. And the reason I do that is because if you call me later on, 3 months down the road, and I get a call from Pat, and Pat says, hey, Johnny, you were here, you did the post install, you did the owner training, hey, we've got an issue with this particular unit. And you may just tell me it's on the 3rd floor and it's the left elevator. I can go back into my system now and I can tie in exactly what it is, and I have all the information from barcodes to parts to everything. And all I have to do is call Smoker and say, hey, these guys have got an issue with the rewind switch. Or maybe the building got hit by like lightning and the generator didn't pop on, or whatever the case may be, and you need a new warranty claim on something. I can go back and I can find it. That is pretty much all I have, guys, for this. I hope I was able to give you some good information on this. I'm going to spend a few extra minutes, if I can borrow that ladder, if that's okay, and I'm just going to take a look at this one.
Sure.
You guys don't need to do that. You don't have to hang out. And then
Have you got everything you need from us?
I do. The only thing that I would like to do, though, is seeing this is not going to be a good time to do the post-install inspection, which is really supposed to happen before this class, because if you think about
So
it,
we don't
right?
want that.
It's okay, it's all good. It's
You just
actually.
did on the third floor, that this one is not working.
So if I had done the if I had actually done that, weeks ago, that wouldn't have happened during winter training.
Right.
But it's all good. It's a new thing. We're evolving, and we're
So when is that gonna happen?
it's happening now, because I started doing it about 2 weeks ago.
Okay,
But
so you
I've
got-
got
you
a
got-
million places to go.
You got 2 more floors, who knows that the other ones are not working right?
Well, I'm gonna know,
Okay.
because guess where I'm going.
We kind of flip flop it. Usually
Yeah.
you do that before.
I'm gonna cut you guys loose. You don't need to be part of that, but I'm gonna. If they let me borrow the ladder, I'm gonna take a walk up it.
Well, as long as that ladder is full enough, for like you said, the other one is,
The second floor is kind of tall.
if you need an 8-foot ladder, we usually keep one.
I probably be able. I can probably get it with that.
Okay.
But it's all good. Hey, you guys have been super, and like I say, you said it was Steven. Let me get a note of that, Steven. So,
I did put on that sheet.
okay, so you're the guy. All right, so that's good. So I don't want to lose that.
Yeah.
And once again, you won't void anything else by doing what I just did. It's if you go to fix something on one of these, like put some electrician's tape on a ripped screen, well, I can tell you from past experience, fire marshals don't find that within the code, that electrician's tape is going to repair a ripped screen.
Not
And that-
fireproof, this time.
it would be a citation. I'm being funny, but usually they use painter's tape. But
You can't use duct tape?
yeah, that all kind of falls into that same category as wrong. But I know you guys would do that. It usually happens at places where they don't have a crew like you all. Well, I appreciate your time. Hopefully I didn't waste it, and this was non-value added. I'm going to kind of do a little bit more stuff around here, and I'm going to look at this one again as well as some of these others. Is this the right bank, though, for all of them that are right
Yeah.
here? Okay, so I can just go to the top and work my way down?
Yeah.
That's okay, I'm not going to bug anybody?
You need access to both.
Oh, am I?
Travis, you going to top down?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
What's the best way? I'm gonna check those out.
Yeah? Okay. I'm going to check this one right now, yeah.